Mia? Buyurun, hoş geldiniz. Sağ olun.
Yok ikinci ama olmak için bayağı uğraştık. Her yer aynı olunca. Evet doğrudur. Bu şahsi işletmemiz güzel sistemimiz biz oradan.
So while there was no connection, or I had some cut off in the connection earlier during my tour, I just decided to take a video to show the interior of the house, of those beautiful historical houses to you. Since I don't have any connection problem, I'll show all of them to you. So those are the beehive-shaped houses of Harran, that they are between 200 to 300 years old. And they are built with about 1,200 to 1,800 mud bricks that they are baked in oven. The traces of dark color is still on. And the wall get plastered once in a few years. Mostly, the best way to preserve them, to get ready for the winter, so in autumn, and another plaster, it will be done in the summer, in the spring, to be ready for the summer. So the plaster provide the houses to stay cool in the summer and warm in the winter. So this, while it has a divan, a wooden lounge for sitting, there will have been mattresses on it, but this is also can be for sitting on it or as well as for sleeping. And the kitchen will be just the next door with those potteries in the time when there was no fridges. So this was the way to have a clay pot to put the water inside, especially staying overnight, and it get cool. Those smaller one to carry water for the people who work in the field. This one is to open the bread, the homemade bread, that they stretch the dough on that wooden thing. And after the bread is cooked, so they make like hundreds of layers of the bread. So that's the bread basket. So once the local bread, you make the bread, you can make it and it stays fresh for about 1, sometimes 2 or even 3 months. And so these are where they cook the bread on it with wood fire. And here is the fireplace. Obviously, they have plastered this one since 1995. The area got much richer after they got irrigation water, so they really don't live in these houses anymore. So therefore, if it was in use, this area would have been quite dark, because it doesn't always work perfectly when the wind comes from the opposite direction. The smoke come inside, so in front of the fireplace is usually dark. So there are the windows normally on the sides, but those windows will be closed in the winter. However, this one is the ventilation shaft, which they also put the bricks on top to not allow the rain come inside. And it is the main, so the wind will come from the door and get out from the doors are quite low. There is a cultural thing to bone down to enter inside to show your respect. These decorations are commonly seen made from a plant widely grown in a spring. They collect it and they pass it through a rope, which it believe it has also the seeds. People drink it. They believe it is good for many things. And it's another one. Compared to the pot I pointed earlier, this one is sealed. Will be used for more important things like cheese, for example, to preserve cheese, as cheese also need the cold. Merhaba Ibrahim. This is the lovely guy who ran the business. His name is Ibrahim, which means Abraham. It is a very common name in area, while it's believed this is the birthplace of Abraham the prophet. The lights, of course, in different time, different things have been used for the light. Those are the sort of the last one to use as a torch, with using the candle oil, the steer wheel of the ox car. And you just see it's like one room connecting to another one. A rifle, probably they used to use in hunting. And in this area, geography, the common thing to hunt is the gazelles. Even there is the song about the gazelle of Urfa. So that's the skin of a gazelle. Sorry to vegetarians, but it doesn't happen anymore, don't worry. Gazelles are all under the protection of the government today. So, while outside is about 40-45 degrees Celsius, for those who watched my tour, they saw there was the phone turned off because of the screen got so hot, about 4 to 5 times during the 45 minutes tour. So inside at the moment, it's actually very cool. The reason I'm taking this video is inside the houses, there was no good connection. So I wanted to show inside. And a door open to the courtyard, which is a beautiful courtyard. Since it gets dusty time to time, once in every few hours, they spread the water, and once when the water meets the soil, a great smell comes out, and it's a very beautiful, peaceful smell. Those are the millstones. Pretty much anything that they really used to until about 20 years ago. That's called ibrik. They were actually using today. They are not using it anymore. So, I hope you will enjoy this short video. And thank you to all of you for joining the tour today.